welcome back to Log Talk, and today we have Nikita Gogri, who is a blogger who does food blogging and who does travel blogging, and her experience, her exposure is definitely very much reliable. If you see her followers, oh my god, what an amazing followers she has, big amount, big numbers. And more than that, my dear friends, she knows almost every chef who is called a big brand, and she knows them personally and she talks to them. She understands what the dish is, what the food is, and if she travels to some place, make sure that you go and travel that place, because she will hunt for the best options, and she does a lot of research before going or before blogging. And of course, in today's world when we have lot of options, कहाँ घूमने जाएं, आज कौन सी रेस्टोरेंट में जाना है, we have some special days to celebrate, but we have many options and we don't have time to do the research. Then we have foodie punters. You just follow their blogging and you understand that let's go to this place and enjoy our birthday or wedding anniversary or any other special day. So let's talk to Nikita Gogri. Friends, I would like to tell you that Nikita is a multi-talented personality. She's a very good dancer, she's a very good choreographer, and she is a very creative designer also, and she was into designing field earlier. सो निकिता जी, अब मेरा क्वेश्चन आपके लिए ये आएगा कि बीइंग हैविंग so many years of experience of a successful designer, how did you plan to change your profession and you started your food blogging?
Hi. So first of all, thank you so much, Rita, for making me a part of your talk show. And as you said, I'm a food blogger. That is my niche. But how I got into this is very interesting. Because being a Gujju by culture, food is something that we all live for. So food has always been a passion for me since day one. And exploring new food cuisines and new innovations is always tempted me to go and try such things, So when I met my partner Kamal, and he saw my passion for food, and he was really he really pushed me into this, that why don't you start writing of what you love. You already have been to so many places, and so many friends who used to call me to check out what new places I went to and what I liked. So when he saw that people were already referring me for their outings, so he said, why not put it on a platform, and why don't you start writing? It will be easier to reach more people who don't even know you, and it will be really nice. So that's how it all started. I started writing on Zomato, and before I realized, I was already on a connoisseur level there. So yeah, that's how my journey onto food began.
I said earlier that nowadays people really rely on a blogger's view, a blogger's opinion. So Nikita ji, we all would like to understand that how do you gain that trust, that people will not rely on their friend or their spouse's opinion, but they will rely on your opinion.
Like every job is not easy, even being a blogger is not easy. Though from the outside the world feels that wow, you go to new restaurants and you get free food, but blogging is much more than that. Of course, gaining trust of your followers is when you have a good amount of knowledge on food, and you are giving them the right knowledge, imparting the right ingredients, telling them the right flavors, the right textures of the food, is when they understand you and they trust you. But yeah, the research where how the bloggers find good places is constantly, we have to keep exploring new places, and it's not necessary every time the food that we try is good and it's yummy or something. Sometimes we have our bad days too, and it is not so easy. Like you go to a restaurant, say for instance pizzas are so famous around, and this is just an example. Like we have been to more than 15-20 pizza places in say 3-4 months time, and every time to explain that pizza in a different language is really difficult because the ingredients of the pizzas is going to be the same. So every time to portray words that will tempt your followers to go and eat at the new joint is a big task. So yes, writing is not that easy, and of course our health goes for a toss too, eating out so much. Not everybody follows the hygiene. Sometimes we do fall sick also because of that, but that's all part of the game, yes. And as a food blogger, we are constantly learning and thriving new things. It's a never ending learning process. Every time we find a new ingredient or a new recipe, like we know India is a cultural khazana, it's a treasure where you find so many cultures and types and different variations of food that it is just wow. So yeah, that's about it.
When you started as a blogger, you started as a food blogger, and then travel also was added into your profile. So, like when people trust you, when people rely on you, so what kind of research you do, and what kind of tests are being done, when you go for, or when you are hunting for a new place, new cuisine. So, the research, R&D, how do you do that?
So, travel blogging is again a passion. So, as most of you know, travel and food is very parallel to each other. So, when you want to explore different food, different cuisines, you're going to travel to different regions, meet different people, their cultures, their way of cooking. Like, it is really surprising to see how a simple khichdi has evolved around India. So there are a lot of things that the culture and a city teaches you, a country teaches you. So yeah, like exploring has been my passion, and I love traveling too. Most of us do. So, but the idea is, I don't really enjoy going and finding the luxury ones. I would want to go and explore different corners which are not much spoken about or not much known, or just stay in a hostel, or just eat at some roadside stall. So that is where you can feel the local living of that place. That is how I got into travel. And again, it is a diversification. Like every work, every business, you are either upgrading or diversing to make it more interesting. So travel is my way of diversing my blog and getting more footfall on the same.
Taji, the last question for you is that, like as a food blogger or as a travel blogger, you have to travel to the place, you have to go to a restaurant. You cannot do that right now with this pandemic COVID-19. You cannot travel. And what new avenues you are looking forward? Because many more youngsters who are having the dreams of being blogger. So what message you would like to give them, that which kind of new avenues will come, and how will life grow for all the bloggers, especially food bloggers and travel bloggers?
So in this COVID-19 period, I hope everybody is home safe. But as bloggers, it's not just eating, it's about exploring food. So I think I'm actually enjoying this period, cooking new recipes and trying to experiment in my kitchen. So blogging never gets out of a blogger. We are constantly going to eat, and exploring is super fun. And yeah, it's more fun because even Kamal helps me out sometimes and we mess up the kitchen, but it is really fun. Thank you.